Howdy, I'm Bree. Thanks for checking out my content, and I make a lot of videos about mental health, and I'm looking to branch out into other stuff. So if you're curious, if you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe. Also, for anyone interested, I have created an Instagram as well as a TikTok where I make more frequent content regarding my mental health, and some of it is funnier than what I do here on YouTube, so check it out. Today, I just want to talk about BuSpar, Propranolol, and an interesting conversation I had with my therapist. I know I've been doing Prestige updates, but I've been on Prestige now for a while and I don't really have any huge updates. I'll probably slow down on updates with that. I'll probably do like every few weeks instead of every week. But I have been on BuSpar for about 4.5 weeks now. I started at 5 milligrams 2 times a day. I was on that for a few weeks, and for the past week and a half I have been on 10 milligrams 2 times a day, so I doubled my dose. I am experiencing some side effects that are annoying, including drowsiness, and from the drowsiness I'm experiencing dizziness every once in a while. The dizziness, not too often. I do feel a bit out of sorts and a bit fuzzy. It's possible that the dose is too high for me. The drowsiness was there before, but my practitioner really wants to treat my anxiety pretty aggressively, so we decided to try the 10 milligrams and just see how I do. If the drowsiness doesn't subside, which it's looking like it probably won't, I'll either move to taking both doses at the same time at night, or I don't know. I even considered maybe splitting my first dose and taking 5 early in the morning, 5 at afternoon, and 10 at night, but I'll talk to him about that. The unfortunate thing with BuSpar is the side effects that you experience are not time-based, it's dose-based. So with most antidepressants, side effects will go away with time, whereas with BuSpar, which is a different category of medication, side effects will kind of just increase when you increase your dose, and if you have them, you kind of just have them. That being said, I am seeing some benefits to taking BuSpar. So I have noticed that getting out of the house is a bit easier. I can't quite explain why, other than I feel less panicked whenever I'm in public, and I've actually the past 2 days been able to go to the gym by myself, which is a huge step and something I never thought I'd be able to do again. Before the past few nights, I've been going every time with my partner, which is fun. I love going to the gym with my partner, but I also really love going to the gym by myself because I love that alone time, and not being able to do that for so long really made me upset, and I felt like I lost some independence. So that step is huge for me. It's helping me build confidence again, as well as trust in myself that I can overcome whatever anxiety is thrown my way. Now, I also want to talk about Propranolol. I struggle to say that name every single time, no matter how long I've known about this drug. This is actually the second time I've been prescribed Propranolol, and the first time I'm taking it. So the first time it was prescribed to me was after the Wellbutrin fiasco, which I talk about in my last video if you're curious about that. And at that point, I kind of wrote off medicine for a long time. I was scared of it, and I had a bit of trauma I had to overcome to take it again. But my nurse practitioner prescribed it last time for the panic attacks that I was still having. They weren't super frequent, but they were still there. This is actually a blood pressure medication, and it's called a beta blocker, but it is used off-label for anxiety, especially situational anxiety. So a lot of people take it before public speaking or like a big event where they know they'll be anxious or like have to perform, like a football game, soccer game, whatever. It works well for situational anxiety because it works for physical anxiety. It helps with the pump of adrenaline that makes you shaky, heart race, sweaty. I actually just took my first ever dose of this earlier today. I took 10 milligrams and it absolutely exceeded my expectations. I sometimes have a hard time realizing I'm having a panic attack, and that is because I've gritted my teeth through so many of them that at this point it feels normal when I have them. I guess just added anxiety. Today I have been struggling a little bit. It's super cold where I am. We just got, it's not even pretty snow, it's just ice everywhere, and it's been dark today, and I was just really tired, felt super out of it, and I was doing the dishes, and all of a sudden I was like sweating and felt overwhelmed. I just felt super disoriented and frustrated with myself because I was panicking. Because my panic attack was very physical, you know, I had this sweating, shaking, heart racing, I decided it was a good opportunity to try this medicine for the first time. I really didn't think it was going to do anything for me, at least not anything good, because when you're in that mindset, anytime you take a new medication, you're just like, what if this sends me to the hospital, or, you know, what if it makes it worse? So I had to overcome that mindset, and I told my partner, hey, I'm taking this medication for the first time, so just like keep an eye out in case anything bad happens. Within 20-ish minutes, I felt better. I felt clearer in my head. I wasn't sweating as much. My anxiety went from probably like a 8 or 9 to a 3-ish, and I was amazed. So I will definitely be keeping this medication on hand for the future. I am super stoked to have a medication that doesn't make me really sleepy like benzos or hydroxyzine, and is not habit forming like benzos. Yeah, if you're interested in an as-needed medication, definitely look into Propranolol. Might be worth it. Lastly, I want to talk about a very interesting conversation I had with my therapist during our last session. I discussed with my therapist that I am drowsy from all the medications that are known to give people energy. I've always dealt with these opposite reactions, but it was not as prevalent until I started taking antidepressant medications, and I've had the opposite reaction to a few different antidepressants, including Pristique and BuSpar. So because of this, as well as other lingering symptoms I have, like dissociation and racing thoughts, my therapist suggested that I talk to my nurse practitioner about getting assessed and treated for ADHD. Since then, I've been doing some research in ADHD, particularly inattentive ADHD, and I'm finding some things that really resonate with me. There's been some really great YouTube videos I've watched of women talking about their experience getting diagnosed and the things that they've been dealing with. I see myself in a lot of it, so I will absolutely be talking to my nurse practitioner about ADHD. So I wanted to put this here because I think it's important to advocate for ourselves. Because of stereotypes surrounding ADHD, a lot of times it's overlooked in adults, and frequently it's misdiagnosed or underdiagnosed as anxiety and depression. So if you ever feel like there's something is missing in your diagnosis, or that your treatment isn't addressing all of your needs, please speak up for yourself. You deserve to get all the answers to all of your questions. You also deserve to be properly assessed by someone who listens to your needs and shows you compassion. I will keep you guys updated on the ADHD developments, and if it turns out I do have it, I will make a fully separate video about the symptoms I experienced, the assessment process, and whatever medication I decide to take or don't take and why. So stick around. That's kind of all I have today. It's super cold where I am, so I haven't done much today. I'm gonna bundle up and try to work on some commission work. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope it's warmer where you are, or if it's not, I hope it's at least snowing and not just ice. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video or over on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks. See ya.